And good morning, all. It's way past 9:11 a.m. It's 10:44, and I'm gonna open all this with a very astute observation, in my opinion. Yesterday, I was able to do a 9 hour, 9 minute 11 minute, 9 minute 11 second live stream with nobody coming in at all. It's one of the greatest achievements of all my life, and I hope to replicate it. So I'm going to start with something that may or may not trouble some of you. October 7 never ended for some people. It's always been like, how dare you steal my posies? And there's a grudge, a blood feud for all time. And I'm trying to de-escalate that no matter how difficult it is. So as you can see, I don't have my usual hat. You can see the sun, like with my hair, it's brownish. I don't really have black hair, but it is wavy. Look, see? Look at that. It's always good to have a backdrop, something powerful behind you like the sun, and change your hair color from black to brown. I've never been a blonde. I don't think it can bleach me. Like, oh my god, I'm a blonde. Look at me. No, I'm balding. You see this? This is what getting old gets you. Do not get old. Stay young forever. That's what I have to say. But if you do end up bald, these streams are like, I look like an egghead, or like cholo or something. Who knows? A molested cholo. Touch me up, bro. I don't even care. I've been integrating like two disparate parts of the community and the demographic. It might look like I'm neglecting a certain demographic, but I'm not. It's like you guys taught me how to open. I'm with the closers now. These people working with right now are closers. They close discussions as easily as they close down IP ranges of entire continents. So if you have internet today, they let you. Remember this. They can relent and unban you or something. So this is for the people who are upset that hostages and you're constantly attacked. Somebody, one of you is lying to me, and those are the two communities. Either you're both closers or both openers. It's just one of you, one group is really bad at the activity. I haven't determined which yet. But let's suppose you're both closers, and one group is very bad at closing. It's good because, after trying all the rest, come to the real closer group. And it's like those other groups are wasting my time. Same thing with openings. If you're both openers, but you want to quit, well, you just closed. You're much better at closing than opening. So just like in Sister Act, maybe it's been mixed up together. Like the people who should be in the opener group are in the closer group. And the people who should be in the closer group are in the opener group. And you're hiding. That's fine. But since I know both groups, I can tell the difference. You should really be here, and you should be really there. Just like, and I'm overdrawn, and that's fine. Consider the source. In this other group, there's only one guy the closer group, who knows what the hell I'm doing. In fact, he's the only one who can say no denied to me. Like I shove all the duties. It's like, well, that's not really my job. And I have to force him to do it. And then it's like, well, I objected, and then I'll show you why I'm better. But it's good. He did a summary, the likes of which are quite unlike as ever before, based on two of my shorts. And I was like, that's the one I crafted for him. Now is the hard part. Like, once you know a student or a teacher is good and can teach you something, here's the rest of my life. What do you think? And he already, look how fast this motherfucker is. Okay? What do you guys see? If you're a detective, you should see a bike and the floor of my shadow. But if you're really good, you can see a rainbow. See that? And I could obscure that rainbow. But from far away, it's just a piece of shit, It's not remarkable in any way. And then you would say it's a atmospheric refraction, and it's just like camera angles. Sure, from this camera angle all the way up. Does it jump out at you? But if I zoom in the same maximum camera, it's a band of color. misunderstood as white. You see how the camera forces it to become just a white dot? There's no distinctiveness. There's a verse in the Bible. It's like that. We beheld his glory, but we despised him. That's just something I noticed. You should see all the things. Hey, Shawnee! Sean! You're alive! I was in the fucking Zucker's Bagel, and the guy right behind me, his name was Sean. And I looked at him and stared. Is that you? You escaped from Australia prison? Or whatever? And then he took a position next to me, like a fucking goon right here. And I was just like, well, you want the top spot. I'm so glad you're still alive, brother. I have been working with the closer group. You want to see this joy in my face? How you been? Man, here's a hug, buddy. I've been talking with the crazier part of Australia. See, since you've been gone with your Thailand sex tourism and shit, do I go like, where have you been? I've been here and there. Same place you've been. Like, if you ever went somewhere, it's like, what did Sean do? I'll explain it all. Next time you come back, it's like, oh, it's our friend Sean. You ever wonder why they're happy to see you? I come in right after you. I can explain all this. He was in a mood. I know, but I gave you a couple more guys. There's this guy named Jack who basically attacks the internet. So if you have a friend named Jack, I remember all those years ago, you told me a friend of yours was stabbed in the face or something with a knife sticking out, and you visited him anyway. It's like, wait, nice knife in your forehead. Is that new? Well, I came. All right, I'll believe that. Next time, don't let her recover from Malaysia. I got a whole bunch too. I'm gonna link you the thing in the chat. You might leave. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna risk it. But suffice it to say, if you do a flat Earth debate with the debate word in quotes, it's like a Nick Mullen riff or a Cometown riff. Yeah, Jose. Rip. I mean, not Rip. I didn't say that. Redacted. I hope he's doing well. Yeah. No way, Jose. Can you see? Not with that knife in his face. I'm sorry. Hug him for me, man. Or smooch him. So, I'm still holding out for a Come Talk episode 2, but one episode is more than I deserve, actually. This is the most thing. I'd like to introduce you to another guy. If it's some guy named... See, I was talking about this earlier in the stream, if you rewind. There's two groups, the openers and the closers. You're a fucking closer in Cometown. That's why you don't fit in, I don't fit in. You open, like they open their thing, we're gonna milk this for 93 hours. You come in and you shut it all down. And you even shut me down. What's next? Jose B? How's your tattoo? Look, still tattoo free, man. There's this guy, but basically, you're in the Cometown squad because there's something called seeding. They always put one champion per demographic. And I'm like, the overall champion of champions. But I'll always choose to lose to you because you make me laugh. There's another guy, Sean Lapis. It's all the same. You just walk in. Who's the Sean of the group? The hilarious one. The one who shouldn't be there. In the other group that I'm working with, they're a bunch of closers. But this guy keeps opening. I'm like, this is tabled. Wait a minute, I forgot a joke. That's what cracks me up. You shut everything down. This guy Lapis reopens all this shit. I miss you guys too. But it's like for your safety and security, man. You're stuck in the prison planet Australia with Jack. And then a couple other people like Jeff Driver and the celebs. But, it's your kingdom. I'm just checking up. And I'm glad I caught you at this time. 9/11 passed and there's 3 of you. Hello, assholes. Only the bus would actually come in at this hour. Because I know your shifts. I'm working with the night shift and like the ones with trauma and shit. And it's hard going, but there's this one person Like, I'm gonna show you a riff she did. Okay, you ready? Hello, hello, free octopus. You no pay. You no pay. Hello. I'm still working on it. And then there's another one. Like, it's basically Come Town. It was all like tier zero operators, wet work people, and that's a hard riff. But I do have some genetics to deal with it. But sometimes I have to decompress. In where I'm going, it's like nobody's talking. There's a robot, so So catch me up. How are you? Will you stop, or you want me to sing like Madonna? No. Life is a mystery. Everyone. Are you still mud at the bus, by the way? You're always a mud in my chat, man. I know your family because you like these are my kids. Yeah, don't worry. Uncle Sean calls you all kinds of weird shit. Yes, your name is now Alex Starr, and you, daughter, are Rachel Kelter Blue. But Dad, that's not our names. That's your Uncle Sean. I'll beat the shit out of you. Good, good, good. So you're mocking LoJack, huh? I didn't realize that. Sean Cassius Jackson. I wish I had time travel or something, or like the government keeps track of all your PFP changes because I need to use them as chapter markers from my memoirs. Every time you reach the end of the chapter, it's like, oh, it's over. What the fuck is this PFP? And it's just like, I can't decide which one is my favorite one of yours. But there's a lot of deadly serious people watching through the flock cameras. Do you have that in Australia? I hope not, man. They're running over flock cameras here in America and using angle grinders, sawzalls. They're doing all they can. It's like there's 35 grams of emeralds in there and gold and stuff. Take it down. It's basically Whisper Network. Like how Nick Stone would be like, I'm Jewish and gorgeous and you want to see my tits? Damn it. I know. Why aren't you fishing? Floundering. I've been orcing. You need $100, right? Once I win the fucking Powerball, I'll pay all of you, and you'll kick yourself. But the Powerball is 940 million. All you needed was $100, right? I know, sad. Jesus Christ. The one in this chat, at least, right? In Discord, maybe it's a thing you do your memes, or in the YouTube, like the official, you can only use text. This nut bar in this other chat, 250 trillion. What are you like? I'm gonna do a reverse Jew on you. 250 trillion. What do you need 350 trillion for? 400 trillion is highway robbery. 500 trillion and my kids starve. Come on, work with me here. But I'm pushing you upwards. And there's other lady, right? Last night she was telling me a story. You ever watch a Norm Macdonald bit and he's like, yeah, so I'm funny, but his eyes are darting around. Yeah, okay, I'll get to the thing and the thing. Yeah, his last appearance before dying of cancer. So when you make this demand, it's like, I need at least $1 trillion to operate, sir. So I'm gonna put that word in. 250 trillion, or we walk. I've got 250 trillion. I have no problem, PayPaling you $250. You ask too low for somebody so talented. That's what agents are walking all over you. That's why there's withholding. It's like you make 10,000, but IRS gets 9,000 because you're a high performer. So I was telling you a story. Something to help you with your thing. If Jose gets stabbed again by his wife, maybe it's not his wife. Maybe he's triggering. Yeah. I don't dare talk against Miss McDonald or Dylan. They're still coping. But I'm gonna tell you a story about addicts. If you're in rehab, and then you have a loved one, and it's like, Mom, they only have sugar packets. That's more important than my story. Why? He's one of your greatest friends. You visited him in the hospital. What the fuck are you fighting about? Like tariffs or something, Trump, politics, fuck that shit. You've been through a lot together, you know? It's like, you, you just check. Even if he has perfect vision, he's like, Jose, can you see by the dawn's early light? And then, I mean, me and my brother have had a falling out. I haven't spoken to him in like a month, and my life is a lot better. He's just like my father. He says things to trigger me, and I have to punch walls. Me and my 5'4" frame. But after a while, I mean, I don't have to reunite or reconcile with my brother. It's been fucking 49 years or 46 or whatever, or 40 years. I fulfilled my family contract. You and Jose, oh shit. Your mom got cancer? Like, I can pick this in. Dude, so if you go to a doctor, and for cancer treatment, it's like, I did all I could. Let me check all the experts in my field. Like, wow, that's a lot to process. And first thing I'm going to tell you, if you need help, is take a breath, take another breath. Regain control of the situation. I didn't mean to pry, but, Jose should be a little bit more understanding. Sometimes people don't know what you're going through, and it's like, you haven't called in 2 days. We're not friends anymore. Yeah, I figured. Like, you're dealing with real problems, but he's on some bitch shit. That's fine. I know a couple people. The best thing, like it was said to me, is like, yo, Nate, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? And I took that like a champ. I was like, all right, you're in a mood. But I'm still like, this guy's an enemy to all. But I still did my outreach friend outreach, like flight hours logged. And then he lost the debate so well. He had no chance going in, but we were able to stop the bleeding. So his wife is fine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, right? Nemesis. Got a lot of names. Good, good, good. So what we do in this situation, you take care of my nemesis, I take care of your nemesis. We both fail, but, at least God says, that's interesting. You and Sean normally don't do that. And I will amuse him or gratify him. Because, like, that would apply to my current nemesis, too. He's a flat earther. He believes the earth is flat, right? So, I could just call this flat earther guy an attention-seeking man-child, right? That's pretty much a very good synopsis. Even though we all know the world is out of sheer, well, I'm feeling hurt, and therefore I'm going to argue the opposite. The earth is fucking flat because you're an asshole. Look at that. You don't know how much I've been using your nods enthusiastically in live video chat. It's actually working. It's gotten to the point that I don't even have to talk. I puppet. Somebody's like, and I'm just moving my lips like, and it syncs. You're a fucking genius, man. One of the greatest therapists of all time. But even you have problems. So it's about time management. It's like triage. In triage, I have a nursing auntie. And it's basically, there's only 3 scenarios. What happened with your friend Jose is like, I got a Band-Aid. I got a pinky cut. Pay attention to me. And then, like, here's a Band-Aid. 15 minutes later, it's fine. Complaining again. There's the other one, which is your mom. And, she's going to be a goner. But she'll be in a nice place and happy or something. Takes 15 minutes to die. I have people on the other side to welcome your mother. It's like, oh, you're Sean's mother. Nate told us all about you. Here's your very comfy afterlife, blah, blah, blah. You want another soda? She's taken care of. That's why I did this, right? So this is the easy one. This is the easy one. This is the fucking hard one. Like, you can say, fuck off, Nate. You and me are going to be alive, like, basically directing people. You'll be fine, you'll be dead. You'll be fine, you'll be dead. You'll be fine. The hardest part is telling your mom, you'll be dead. I couldn't do it, and you're not going to do it. But somebody will. Ask the doctor to do it. This is the time when, like, your nemesis, even your nemesis, Jose, was like, how the fuck you going to talk to my friend that his mom's going to die? Oh, I thought you were fighting Jose. Now you're on his side? You know what I mean? You're not even ready for Genesis. You're not even ready for flat earth. The earth is flat. I don't really believe this, but for now, I believe the earth is flat. It's a very Muslim thing, you know. This guy, let me tell you about this guy. He's weird. He's an albino, right? I think he's. I just that alone makes me laugh. Your life is Leviticus. I did that too. I think maybe I can introduce you to this. He's a gray alien, and he's spreading rabies. Yeah. If you see somebody like, the only maybe encounter is like his wife is trying to tell him she's pregnant, and his brain broke so hard there's like, ah, yeah, I'm a gray alien and I'm spreading rabies. What she actually said is, I'm pregnant and it's yours. And his mind processed that as babies, grabies. What in what world am I not a father? So it's fun to see him flounder, like you said. So I go along with that delusion, because a lot of men is like, I was wrapped up. My Jimmy is protected. Well, either it was an immaculate conception or you're the father. Doesn't this distract you to any problems with Jose and your mom? But I'll do my best. My mom died of cancer, two kinds, and I don't want that happening again. I've covered the bad scenario. Your mom's dead. However, I know this guy who says he's died at 26. So apparently he can come back to death. She might not be perfect. Like, Mom, I thought you were dying yesterday. Well, what do you know? I'm your mom. But she's actually a recently made zombie. Would you love your mom if like she died of cancer and came back? And then now let's get out of this hospital, mom. You know? I would. I'd take my mom in a heartbeat. But that's me. And Jose will defend you. Now my nemesis, I don't know if you can defeat him, but that's the point. He needs a win. He went up against his nemesis, which is like the round earth defender who has all these prepared things, and he lost. And he was aiming for a huge, spectacular loss. He wanted to rage quit in 10 minutes. We were able to stretch it out for 3 hours. I count that as a win. So now, you being his nemesis, there's no fucking way he can lose because he's more prepared than you. He's an albino who thinks he's black, who believes in flat Earth. Isn't this a Nick Mullen bit? How would even Nick do that? Yes, so I'm an albino. Part of me is black, and I believe in the flat Earth. And Adams goes, "No, you're not, Nick." And then you hear a stops like, got his ass. No, wrong. The logic is this: no matter what, if you don't know somebody, and they come to you for services, you charge them a flat rate. It's like $300 just to talk with you. That's a flat rate. So initially you believe in the flat Earth because you charge them a flat rate. Then you find out they're broke, you adjust it down, or they're rich, you adjust it up. Then you round it out. You're not going to use like pennies and stuff. So you go from flat to round Earth. So when you debate, let's call him Tom. Let's call this fictional metaphorical guy named Tom. He's so grumpy all the fucking time, I tell you. Not like you. He's the opposite spectrum. You two would probably hate each other on sight. It's like, what's your problem? Do you know how many people don't believe in a flat Earth? No, because I don't give a fuck. That's sensible. Within the first 10 minutes, he would rage quit around you. He'd feel comfortable. And in the meantime, Jose will get jealous. It's like, why are you talking more to Tom than me? Well, you didn't want, I thought our friendship ended. There's a thing called friendship bended. You bend a little and watch them crack. You know what I mean? Like, I parse your big paragraph. It's like, holy shit, this is a real issue. But, as a thank you for all of the company you've given me so far, when you bleed, I bleed, That's what brothers do. Like, if I had a knife, I'd redo the blood brother shit. But, I can't be seen with scars, so I'll just mind control you. Remember when we did all that brother stuff in Grenada? I know, I'm 49. Maybe I'm Jose. Okay, I'm gonna speak as Jose. Sean, you haven't called me in fucking 2 days. Alright? I'm going through some shit with my wife. I got stabbed in the face, and you only visited me like 4 times. What kind of friend are you? And you're spending all your time with fucking Tom. He's a stranger. He's probably a serial killer. And then you're like, oh wow, I'm gonna argue with Tom instead of me. I feel left out, man. I'm a very jealous, demanding 49. I can't do this. But, for Lauren. Lauren, what do you think? We'll put Ryan Reynolds as Jose. You know how many people would believe my words? I wrote somewhere like Ryan Reynolds is an insane woman, and somebody said, "Is that insane woman really Ryan Reynolds?" And somebody older said, "No, Nate, you shouldn't lie. You should tell the truth because some people are gullible." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." Now I'm in the asshole corner. Yo, Jose, shape up before I fucking kill you. How about that? I'll send Jack after you. Jack's fucking insane, and he needs a target. He's like, I'm gonna destroy your website and all you love. That's doxing. Jack, remember when we were talking about properly aiming thing? That motherfucker Jose said something about your mom, Jack, and I think you need to sort all that shit out. Jack might pay him a visit, you know, sort it out with Sean or else. Like, I can't really tell you, but if somebody bothers my friend Sean, they're gonna get bothered. I swear to God. Oh, I got a confirmation. Jack sent his best black guy. Like he did the salute. Bicyclists can't salute while they're driving, right? So they do pocket salutes. They move their hands near their pockets. Mission accepted. So no, I wouldn't worry about it. You know, I read this book. It's like you delayed my friend for 80 hours. So for the next 80 hours, I will execute one of your support people, and then now you see how it feels. So whatever Jose is doing to make your life miserable, you know, it's like for 2 days, he's gonna have the worst 2 days of his life until he makes up with you. That's my promise, man. If I have to, there's a few other people in the chat. I'll just drop one. There's this guy, Marduk, ancient Babylonian or Syrian guy. I owe him a favor, giving him a job. I'm not spilling too much. I'm doing what is called in the business teasers. You know, I slip a hint or two. You guys know what to do. Now it looks like I'm talking to an empty chat again. Okay, so it's good. I bet you Sean is calling up to gloat right now. Listen, Nate said he's going to do something. I think this is not too serious. We can patch this up. That's how I work, guys. All the best. And I do love you. It's just tough love. All right?